Right. I am back. My goodness. Gracious. What is life anymore, you guys? You know? It's a pain. It's a growing pain. For live streamers all around the world, heads up to all of you who figure out how to do it well. Okay? All right. So mic's on. That's first check. I have not deleted the other stream, so I'm hoping I'll do that later. But yeah, so let me start over. Last live stream, didn't realize halfway through that my mic was off. Reading a little bit of comments about my voice. Maybe that's why people commenting on my voice. Because the mic was off, right? So of course it's music to your ears. Okay, I'll take that. That's a compliment. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this one if I can. But yeah, I'll leave it up for a bit. Oh my god, 34 views already. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna you might hear me here. Compliment. There we go. So let me pop this chat out so I could see ya. Let's see. Hello, Sharon. Sharon. Thank you so much for joining. All right. Whew, what a morning already. Goodness. I don't know if you were here, my first live stream, Sharon. I apologize if you were here. Not much anyway. I was just babbling on about, how great, Ryan Cohen is. Oh, my goodness. All right, so let's start over. How's everybody doing today? Just woke up, so forgive me. I hope, some of you have been falling asleep already, so it's okay. You could watch this later if you want to. But so let's go through the new of the day. Obviously, Ryan Cohen just tweet his new tweets. Of course, people, fuel speculation over here. And this is not new, obviously. I just found out this morning. But it was 11 hours ago. And yeah, what is the speculation? Obviously, anyone who associate with Michael Saylor, automatically Bitcoin related. So, is he only there for Bitcoin, or he's there to research on the NFT marketplace, or at least just to get some more information about how other industry, other company, other chairmen, CEOs are going to deal with the onslaught of, new regulation in the crypto industry. So I think that's all it was. It's just I guess, to gain access to information about businesses related to blockchain, right? And I know, in my opinion, humble opinion, okay, Ryan Cohen is a thorough human being. A thorough human being. What the hell does that mean? I think anything that he gets his hand to, I am sure he do extensive research on it. How do I know? Well, Nat Turner, which is the CEO of Collector Universe, right? Collectible Universe or Collector Universe? Nat Turner, the new board of director that we have been publicly saying that he was impressed by the speed and the knowledge that Gamestop has on the trading card market. In fact, the partnership between PSA and GameStop was Ryan Cohen or leadership idea. Okay, so I know he's not one person. Obviously, there's board of director over here, so it's tough for me to just give credit to just Ryan Cohen, right? But although Larry Chain, though, he said that nobody knows what's going to happen to GameStop except Ryan Cohen. So perhaps every idea was his, right? So again, it's just something that I heard Larry Chain said before. Sorry. Hey, sync into Aster. Okay. Cool handle name. Thank you so much for coming back. I don't know if you were here before, but all right. So with that, obviously, can I speculate that the NFT marketplace coming back? Of course, that's always my thought, is that the regulation is the one that kind of dampen the innovation in that space. And perhaps, again, because, a certain crypto chain that I also am involved in, which is XRP, have been, under the lawsuit for quite some time, 2 years, and it's still kind of not finalized yet. And so, is the deregulation or regulating body is going to come up with that? Well, we already see some news associated with that. And so it's not much of a stretch that GME is going to go in that space and coming back with, the best information, the best product fit in the world that is collectible, right? And so, they could technically mint, the most expensive trading card, Pokemon trading card, or whatever, right? Or at least, or leaning into the collectible universe. Perhaps, make their own arts and sell it that way. For collectors like you and I, who's enthusiastic about, whatever, collectibles, going to collect those digitally, right? So what is the criticism for GME that you usually hear? GME, brick and mortar, dying business, nobody shop there, look, everything is going digital, right? So now, mic drop on the digital platform, right? And again, those type of things, obviously, it's just a fear mongering. Anytime they cover GameStop, that's what they told you. But behind closed door, obviously, this guy is a hardworking man in America, I feel like. There you go. He's there working. Like, he's not just there chilling around doing nothing over here, okay? And so I'm sure he's gathering all the information, the facts, and the know-how, feeling the vibe on the industry in general. So again, it doesn't mean that he's going to buy Bitcoin tomorrow, you guys, or whenever. And again, people were speculating when he was tweeting YOLO and then deleted the next few minutes or whatever. Back then it was like October something. So October 25th, I think that's when he tweeted. So let's see, what price was it? Because I can, I'll read your comment in a minute. Let me try to find this real quick. Welcome back. So let's see, October, that's when he was tweeting YOLO, right? Now, he could use his own personal money to buy into Bitcoin, you guys. Maybe not GME balance sheets. So, again, to me, it's out of character, in my opinion, right? Because he's very conservative. I don't think he's going to risk, the whole $4 billion here on Bitcoin. I know it's a store of value. That's a consensus. I get that. More and more people are starting to agree with that front. But still, though, I mean, the safest way that he could do is to use those interest payment, okay, the interest payment from Treasury bond $200 million a year. That's nothing to scoff at, risk-free. Now, if he used that $250 million a year from interest to buy into Bitcoin, that is much more conservative. I think that's feasible, you guys. Or any other digital asset. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin, you guys. So, I mean, XRP would be great, right? I'm biased here, okay, because I own more XRP than Bitcoin, obviously. But it's okay. If Bitcoin is fine too. It's the space in general, you guys. It's the blockchains, it's the technology, it's the way that it could be the world that we live in. Yes, everything is just so fast moving, right? I get that. And so maybe that's the world we need to be, is that, people have to be accountable, held accountable. And these fund managers cannot be, using swap to hide their position and all that stuff to try to fake out their intention over here. So if everything is on blockchain, you guys, people would be more careful, especially the money manager in the world out there. They're not going to be able to just sit there and just making money off the top of the money that we give to them to invest on our behalf. The 401k people, right? So when they have our money and then use that against us in some way, so that they could, increase their own pie more than our pie from fees and, from services that they render for us, quote unquote. But oftentimes what they're doing is just copying each other portfolio. They don't actually doing the researches that is needed for the individual company here. Okay. And again, that's why you see a lot of piling in effect type things. Palantir, I'm sure there's a lot of piling right now. That's why you see overvaluation like crazy there, because they're all piling at the same time, right? But yeah, so now we're shifting, I'm hoping anyway, we're shifting to a world where money manager would have to be forced to at least look into the individual company and do some work here that they've been able to get away from not doing for the longest time, right? And I'm not saying every money managers are like that, okay? But there are enough of them around that, those type of money managers should be eradicated. Anyway, just my rant. All right. So this is the time when he was tweeting right there. Okay. So did he go all in here? You know what? My attitude is, until I see it on paper, 4K, 10K or whatever, or 8K, then I'll believe it. And so right now, all speculation, obviously. People are going to have fun with this. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to translate, okay, to price action on Monday. So don't be YOLO in, FOMO in, only to find out, oh, shoot, it's they could still drop us down, you guys, okay? Don't underestimate the power that they have to draw the price down, What the heck? Why is it not letting me draw? So, yeah, just be careful. Don't get me wrong. I'm so bullish in this company. And you know that. We all know that. All of us are here for that reason. But also tame some expectation too. To me, share is better than calls. I get that. But if you want to gamble on call responsibly. Okay? All right, let me read some of the comment here. Because I can. My theory is the only positive will be using strategies, Bitcoin, treasury management system or service could help Gamestop strengthening its balance sheets. even more, right? We already have a strong balance sheet for sure. Diversified its financial strategy, hedged against inflation. Totally true. And the potential attraction, more crypto focused investor. Of course, that's always like, a cloud, um, a good publicity. Like it used to be AI. Any stock that mentioned AI would just go up in price, even though again there's no value added to the company. But the minute you say AI, there you go. So we're coming out to remember back in 4 years ago. Anytime people mentioning Bitcoin, that their stock goes up just for the hype itself, even though they haven't made any purchases on Bitcoin on their balance sheet, just the announcement alone, right? So this is probably one of the tactic that Ryan Cohen has been using. But I think again, it's more even sweeter than that. I think it's a signaling for sure to investor like us to know, okay, yeah, he's doing work, right? Or at least like, hey, he's probably poking fun at the media too. It's like, okay, now what, right? Picture, what is it? Picture means 1,000 words or something like that. What is his quote? Oh my goodness, forgot. But it takes money to buy whiskey type thing. Action speaks louder than words. I think that's probably more fitting. That he's doing the work right now. He's working hard for his shareholder. And for those people who still a non-believer, there's no belief here. Like, of course, like cultish, right? Behavior. Cult leader. If you don't believe in our cult leader by now, I don't know what will. Okay? So just take that as you will. Picture. Okay? There you go. That's it. Yeah, for sure the Bitcoiners and crypto-based people are gonna be more and more enticed to buy into GameStop share. Now, my fear is that they're gonna be, going crazy in the wrong direction, which is GameStop's crypto, on Solana, on Ethereum. So yeah, I'm not saying that you cannot make money off of a GME coin out there that is on the blockchain. But again, who's the developer? Who made those coins? And you have to understand that those type of things are very predatory. Okay, and understand how many tokens are there being created. Billions of tokens here. So you're not trading the same thing. You're trading on the memes of crypto based on the clouds that GME has been providing, right? And so to me, that's criminal, in my opinion. And the SEC should be looking into that. But I don't know, again, if that's their priority or not. So it's a remain to be seen. Hopefully when regulation comes to the space, those type of coins would be eradicated. That people will understand. It's like, hey, there's a legitimate, blockchains out there that are trying to do the work in order to, bring the industry moving forward. That the price action, that the meme coins out there are just strictly distraction. Okay. Now, in my last live stream, I was showing you this, let me see, this segment over here. Now, let me try this again. Okay, sorry. Let me finish the comment real quick here because I can. Blockchain and cryptocurrency technology, especially with its focus on NFT and partnership within the crypto space, for sure. Yes, for sure. We have red days. We have red days for almost entire month. Times for us to go green. Yeah, I mean, I wish we have red day for the rest of the year, because then I have more shares to more money to put more shares. But yeah, of course, we all expected it. Obviously, I think again they could still, try to fake more people out of this stock real quick and then send it back. So be careful come Monday. Because of this news, market makers probably think that, oh shit, I have to hedge for call, so we have to buy, or we have to sell, right? So that the calls are not in the money. They have to hedge the other way, because it's more dangerous for them to hedge the call than to hedge the puts. But that's also dangerous as well, because they don't want it to be low, that, they want it to be high enough that retail cannot come in all at once to buy at $20 a share. Again, because we don't move markets, you guys, I hate to say that. We don't all have thousands of dollars and buy it at the same time here. If you see, the price on the minute thing, minute candle or whatever, you could see that 1, 2, 3 shares, sometimes you see 10 here and there scattering all around. And so those type of orders are rerouted anyway. So there's no buying pressure in that until, they bunch it all together, then they buy it all at once. It's illegal for sure. It should be illegal. But again, they are allowed to do that in the current structure of the market. So technically, it's not really illegal. It's more like it's predatory in that sense. So borderline, abusive here. Okay. But, violation for sure, right? You're not supposed to bundle those order of retail, because retail should have gone through lit market, which emboldened me even more, because now I know, okay, they don't even want it to go up. So, like I said the other live stream, I'm like, okay, if you want to keep the price artificially low, then I'll just keep buying, because every single shares that I buy at this suppressed price, it's worth more in the future. Because, hey, if you sell it to me at this price, you're going to have to buy it back later on if you borrow those shares, or even sell it to me naked. That's a logic that I have. So that's why every time it goes down, I'm like, happy. And people think that I'm crazy sometimes. Like, oh, how is GameStop doing? Fine. It's like, is it red again? I'm like, yes. So what? Yeah. I know. I got accused of being too optimistic about this company. But it's okay. Good things take time, Okay. Okay, integrate more blockchain related solution into the ecosystem. Yep. Yeah, he rebranded to strategy with Bitcoin power there. I'm waiting to see if anyone will steal my DD again. Uh-oh. Who steal your DD? You need to put them in jail. For sure. I hate it when people do that. Give credit where credit is due. Alright, something's gonna happen soon with the Qatar guy. Yep. See, we all know this. Right? New relationship, director. I just don't cry. Okay. I know, again, there's so many misinformation out there. I used the technology before, so I know how fast, like for example, XRP, you could send it exactly 3 seconds later, it's so fast, you guys. Like, it's amazing. And, Chris Larson, the guy who co-coded with Jeff McCaleb, they have a fallout there. But again, that's why XLM and XRP was kind of like a sister at one point. But they have different demographics to go into. XLM just turned into a nonprofit, trying to help small businesses around the world. But that's the cover story, right? I get it. There's a lot of fear in that. And that's why I always I hope there's a lot of good coders out there that know the technology inside and out and could read the code and all that stuff. And, there's always going to be good and evil in every sector out there. So that's why it's up to all of us, okay, to elevate the right person. When a CEO, okay, exhibit bad behavior, okay, like Adam Aaron, you don't support that. I don't care if you think you're going to make money. No, don't support that. And just ignore them completely. Don't give them any attention. Well, I do. Now I'm giving them attention. Shit. But my point is that, when Brian Cohen come in, that this guy is a good guy. So understand there's a good guy, bad guy here. So if you elevate, the type of leadership right here, Brian Cohen, that are doing everything they can to increase shareholder equity in the right way. You don't have to scam anyone to get to where you are. Look, Ryan Cohen have done it. Yes, you could, you could say, well, to become a billionaire, you have to screw somebody over. Well, look at how he made his money. He made his money by building a company that people are willing to pay $3.3 billion for. I think that's noble, right? Now, versus somebody who make their billions by decimating a company, gutting their pension fund, mistreating their employer or employee, whatever. So those things matters, if you elevate those type of people, good ethical business gonna sprout. Okay, we've been kind of spoon-fed this idea that, if you go woke, you go broke and all that stuff, right? Yeah, that's just like a slogan. I get that. Okay, if you try to be popular or whatever, nah, I'm going to a rabbit hole again, topic. So I'm going to try to stop myself here because it might be 2 hours before I stop talking about that. Okay, let me go back to Gamestop here, or leadership that you want to elevate. Very simple to me, right? To see a certain person who's trying to do the best they can for the shareholder. So we need to get back to that, okay? And you have to be good at kind of see the leader, or evaluate the leader actions out there. They could say all sort of stuff, right? I'm retail, I'm for retail and all that stuff. They could say all those things, but what are they doing behind closed door? Okay, action speaks louder than words. If you're good at that, I think you're going to make a very good decision based on what company to support. Not only buying their shares, but also, shop at their company, right? Or product or whatever. So yeah, do business with them. You have choices. Everybody have their choices to pick and choose. So choose wisely. Why not do that? Put some thought into it. Put some passion into it. I think that's what we're missing for decades on end. It's almost like we fell asleep, and then now all of a sudden we wake up. So yeah, wake up, smell the coffee. Go for a walk. I say that, but I didn't. This morning I was actually planning to go for a walk in the morning, sunrise. I was like, oh my God, it's so cold out there. So I didn't do it. But yeah, in my mind, I was like, okay, let me just do that. All right. Let me stop with my rant here. Time to cover. Yeah, I think that's a time frame that we are still in, right? So remember, it's January 9th. January 9th, right there, to April. April 20th. So, yeah. We're still within that time frame. Maybe this is what he's trying to let us focus on this time period. Or that's what he's going to focus on this time period because it's based on the settlement system, based on the settlement date, and the volume is so low all of a sudden, magically, right? Low volume, high volatility will follow, right? It's a matter of time. And remember when Warren Kitty was saying about how he usually wait for the right moment to buy into leaps call. So maybe he's going to build up the leap calls soon. Just speculating, right? I'm not him. I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe the last tweet that he's tweeting with the dog thing, just signaling like he's waiting patiently for that time to come, for the right time to pounce, okay? And so typically he would buy, into a low volume type of trading period, okay? So it could be a couple weeks, 3 weeks maybe, before that happens. Who knows? Or the whole world's going to come crashing down, and people panic, and then, GME's going to have to be drawn down before, it's like one last ditch effort to try to shake the maximum amount of retail out as much as possible. Cause depression, chaos. If you don't sell now, you're never going to get your money back type of thing, right? So, yeah, just be prepared for that too. Be prepared for anything, you guys. I'm telling you. You're going to be so happy when it's said all and done. That's why, again, I give myself 10 years, you guys. 10 years. I still have 6 more years to go. So, yeah, I'm chilling. Okay. Good. Devin, what does the image mean? What image? This mean? I don't know. What's your interpretation? It's up to you to determine. Mm-hmm. You see my message? Of course, yes. Usually I don't read my chat until I finish my thought. I get so distracted so easily, you guys, so I apologize if, but yes, I do try to read every comment set. If it's too fast, I'm such a slow reader. Yeah, my brain just can't. It's like, slow down. Wait, actually, I'm putting in the wrong. Okay, so there's a difference between a live chat and a top chat. So I'm switching it back to live right now. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Devin, the guy's next to. Oh, okay. It's MicroStrategy. Yep. See, I feel like everybody is aware. My audience is full of diehard investor. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir, you guys. So it's tough. But for those people who new to this type of thing, obviously, this type of thing can be spun to anything you want it to be. And so you have to be careful with that too. So that's why my attitude is, until I see the paper that GameStop is now buying into Bitcoin on paper, then I'll believe it. But as far as speculation fuel because of this picture, just be careful. Yes, it comes from Brian Cohen page, official page. That's a good step to go into. If it doesn't come from him, you got to question yourself, because there's a lot of fakes out there, you guys. A lot of theories, a lot of, most of it just bullcrap. Okay, so refrain from that. Listening to YouTubers, including me. I could be wrong about every which way. From the short term price action here, it's all about distraction here. So stay focused. If you're building your position slowly, you're gonna become more sane. Okay, in this space anyway. Don't feel such a rush to do anything. Let's say you're like, oh my God, it's gonna go. If I don't buy now, I'm gonna miss out. Don't be like that. And if you buy into anything, make sure you have a little bit longer time horizon. 10 years. That's my attitude. 10 years. I think it's good. It's worth repeating. I know you guys hear me say the same thing over and over again, but it's worth repeating, in my opinion. But yeah, so enthusiastic, be excited about it, sure. But yeah, tame your expectation. All right. Let's see. What other thoughts do I have here? I know, because again, you have some Didi that was stolen from you. That's terrible. Okay, so Greg here thing, of course we put claim that this might be Roaring Kitty and all that stuff, but this could also be a fake account that, is trying to mislead people to buy into call option, FOMO in, and all that stuff, right? Again, this particular account has a lot of followers. So to me, that's a bit suspicious too, right? A lot of people follow this one. So a lot of social engagement doesn't mean that it's actually real. Most of it could be bots and all of that stuff to make the impression that, okay, this person is, or this account has some credibility there. Now, I know, GameStop official X account follow this one as well, or at least have some interaction with it. Ryan Cohen himself also have some interaction with it. But my view on that, honestly, perhaps he just think that, okay, these are big fans for GameStop. Of course, he's following a lot of retail sentiment. So he's probably followed this guy just because he wants to see the retail sentiment about his own company. This is what good CEO do, you guys, okay? Because he's trying to build a company that is tailored to retail. And so, of course, that's why, nothing more. I don't think there's any conspiracy behind closed door. Oh, Rowan Kitty is, secretly communicating with Ryan Cohen. No, it's just an organic movement here. And that's kind of dangerous too if you have that type of speculation. So try to stay away from that as much as possible. Of course, I got burned on January 13, his birthday bullcrap, right? So I'm a bit bitter. So don't fault me on that. Oh my goodness. So again, yeah, don't fall. Make sure at least give yourself some time. If you want to buy calls, make sure you do leap calls, and that you have the funds to do that. Again, at least it's a bit safer than the short dated one because you have more time. But the leap calls are overpriced. That's what Warren Kitty usually said in one of his older video. So for that reason, that's why he usually wait for the catalyst to happen before he, again, you could go and look at his page. He talks about that extensively. Maybe Ryan Cohen wants bundle like cell phone, cable, internet, but in crypto atmosphere. I know, right? Like, I mean, it's a good technology for sure. People have been building on this space for a long time. Now, remember Loopring, right? They're still building. Like, if you go to Loopring, there's a connection there. Of course, the NFT marketplace does use that technology in order to to build out that crazy. Anyway, so yeah, so they've been putting out so much, DeFi, right? Decentralized finance. Okay, you could switch but then also have the world of CeFi as well, which is centralized finance, to plug the rest of the world into the decentralized finance. Again, this platform has been building slowly. I don't know if my speculation is that perhaps Ryan Cohen has been quietly working, with the team. I don't know. Again, I'm speculating, you guys. So please exercise caution. Okay. I have the craziest idea, you guys. Like when I think about the future of GameStop, I could really go into like rocket science. We're gonna sell sending rocket to the moon one day type of thing. So I have to tame myself so that people don't think that I'm crazy and cultish. That's cultish behavior. Don't do it. It's bad for you. Okay. But yeah, so this is a platform, and the token itself is used to fuel those platforms. So this is the utility base that I'm talking about. Not so much the meme coins and all that stuff. Yes, it could have some value to that, but it could just be a collectible of some sort. If people want to buy fart coins, okay, let them. If they want to speculate on that and just laugh about it as they lose money, I get that. But don't mistake those type of coins into, coins like this, like Loopring, where, they have their own native coin in which it provides you the ability to trade on this platform, right? And not only that, you could stake your Loopring to earn a little bit of income coming in as people trade in and out, a liquidity provider and all that stuff. A lot of things that you could do in this space. But again, that's require a little bit of learning curve. Too steep for regular folks out there to know, unless you're a nerd, like me. You wouldn't know how to, I wouldn't even categorize myself as a nerd, but I do kind of use that technology before, just again, set up wallets and all that stuff. not much beyond that. But they're building cell phone app and becoming more and more, user friendly here, seamless. See, they keep building. Just recently, right here, they're posting. So it's a matter of time, you guys. Like, again, Brian Cohen has thoroughly researched into this. That that's the industry to look into. The massive growth is here. It's been building since Bitcoin inception, right? 20 years worth of layered, development here. So we're at that precipice of that mass adoption, chasm. We reached the chasm, whatever that curve is. And so we're on the way up over here, okay? For this particular industry, in which the boom is going to come when all of the businesses out there could really utilize, okay, plug in to this technology in order to build a business, okay? So I think 4 years ago, even 8 years ago, how about 10 years ago, it was so nascent. It was too new to people. Now, more and more people are aware of what it is. And so perhaps we're going to need another 10 years for us to be on blockchain in general, so that the next generation don't even need to know all the seed phrase and all that stuff. It would just be so seamless, so easy, a one-click type thing. Right? Nobody wants to sit down and learn about seed phrase, you guys. I think that's why, Bitcoin, XRP was misunderstood, because it was just so new, right? It was like, what? I need to remember 12 words to get into my wallet. It's like, forget it. So we're creatures of convenience, you guys. So people don't really like to learn new things. Sometimes if it's quick and easy, then that's what they are into. And so whoever could figure out how to make this seamless, it's going to be the next big thing, okay? So I'm hoping that GME is going to make that platform a lot better. Better and stronger, that's for sure. Better and stronger. And mark my word. I mean, can you imagine the revenue increase coming from that? Value creation, NFT marketplace where people could make arts and transact on the platform, and GME becoming the middleman over here. Every transaction, we get a cut as a brand, because now it is a trusted brand on the blockchain space. I mean, it's massive, you guys. Yes, there will be competition, but at least, we have the brand name, we have the following, okay? We have the reputation to get into blockchain because we're number one. And now we're about to re-enter, or possibly, right? We don't know. The second time. So that people who said that the NFT marketplace was a failure, yeah, got pie in the face. Slap. Bam. But anyway, I mean, again, it could still be a failure though. So, I mean, you have to bring yourself back to the ground a little bit here. Okay. Let's be a little bit more pessimistic about this company. Perhaps that's the the catalyst algorithm, right? So you got to learn how to be pessimistic, like, sell now or you're never gonna get your money back type of sentiment. But maybe that would give me a better engagement of my channel, huh? I think if I turn negative about this company, oh, all algorithms gonna send it to me, right? Send all the audience like, oh, I can't believe Ryan Cohen is a piece of shit. Look at him, just posting picture all around, doing nothing, grifter and all that stuff, right? A professional grifter. Look, now he's grifting off of the crypto criminal out there. I mean, come on. There's a lot of headlines that people are going to be having a field day on. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I'm having fun. How often do you stream? Okay, very calm. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, sometimes I am calm. Sometimes I'm pretty way out there. But usually I'm just trying to tame myself expectation, right? Because hey, you know, I've been too optimistic in my personal life, I was told. So I'm just trying to at least give the people a calm voice and myself as well, you know. All the streams that I do, it's for me, believe it or not. It's yes, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. Usually I'm just streaming whenever I feel like it. Weekends usually my, my free time. And so I usually comes on and kind of spend a couple hours here. Weekdays, you know, I do have full-time job, so, you know, oftentimes I feel so tired to talk about unless, you know, something big happens, price actions or, you know, and all that stuff crazy happens, then I come on kind of like, to give my perspective out there. So there's no set time, but yeah, it's okay. It is what it is. But yeah, very, very thankful that you guys are here listening and never thought that, you know, anyone would listen. But it's always nice to have interaction, right? All right, so let's see. Which altcoins do you have besides XRP? So I only have a handful. I don't venture out. I used to, you know, Dogecoin and all that stuff, very exciting and all that stuff, right? No. I'm more mature in this space now because I understood that, you know, it's more long-term perspective. And so I usually only focus on the large cap out there. So XRP, XLM, that's my biggest holding. Currently I have Bonk, but only a small portion of my account here. Bonk is one of those meme coins out there. So you could go in and look. But again, Bonk is just a very quick in and out here, you guys. Currently I'm down 25%. But of course, you know, because let me see. I'm not advocating anything. So please do your own research. The reason why I buy it, because it's a meme coin. It's like, you know, like think of it as a gambling. It's like, okay, let me throw $10 here and see what happened type thing, right? But this type of thing can wreck you if you go way too heavy, okay? So Bonk is on Solana network, and it seems like there's an ETF coming that was filed on Bonk. It doesn't mean that it's going to get approved, so be careful on that. What else do I have? Let me see. Just some miscellaneous one. I also have Flare for free because I hold XRP way back when they had a airdrop. So I got some of that. Let's see. What else? Of course, Loopring, I have some of that too. I have some Ethereum, but that's not altcoin. Well, yeah, altcoin. Sorry. Yes. I have some Ethereum. Not much though, like a couple hundred. It's not, you know. But again, my biggest holdings is XRP and XLM. I really think that, oh, right, I have Comp as well, which is a Ethereum-based lending platform. Not doing very well at the moment, so. But again, that's the nature of altcoin, right? Because it could go up 20% in a day. It could go down 30% in a day. So be careful on those. In my opinion, if you dollar cost average on any asset or quote unquote asset, of course, I hesitate to say that these meme coins are asset. It's more like a hit and run type of thing, you know? So, but for me, XRP is more utility based, and that's what I focus on more. And again, the same exact thing. There's a portion in which I will never sell on XRP until 10 more years, right? I have quite a bit. I've held quite a bit already. The portion that I've been holding 7 years, right? You know, slowly, you know, $20 here and there, nothing much. And so over time, obviously that kind of like accumulate to a lot of coins. Don't get me wrong, I don't have enough to achieve the financial freedom yet, but my thought is like, okay, if I hold it long enough, I might be able to at least, okay, adding slowly, you know, towards that mass adoption, mass usability of every coins, right? So, and even Lubring too, that's utility based. So with that, I've been holding Lubring even before GME was talking about Lubring or using Lubring. So I did have some. Remember when it spikes to $3 per coin? I don't know if you guys were here that early. What is that? Crazy. Look at me. Terrible speller. All right. Carter, what happened? Did you not like bonk? Okay. I know it's a gambling, you know, nature of me. So a small portion, but yeah. Welcome to the show. Degenerate gambler. Yes, of course. I wouldn't. No, I'm not that bad. You guys, come on. Just a few hints, like a small, tiny percentage. So I'm not like. So when I bought Doge, I bought about $2,000. Okay, and I sold way too early. Okay, and I thought, okay, a couple $100 in the plus. I'm okay with that. Next thing I know, had I hold, when Elon Musk tweet about it, I would have had so much more. Yeah. Till this day, I probably have a lot more. I used to have like 500,000 Dogecoin, you guys. Okay. But that was me accumulating, you know, again, slowly. But of course, regretting. Yeah. So that's why I learned my lesson. Okay. At least have some in those crazy meme coins out there, just some. And it might turn out to be something later on. But of course, that's all speculation, you guys. Please do not be irresponsible and you know, gambling your life saving away here. Yes, you might hit it where you will retire, but the risk that you are putting yourself is very high. So stay away with those type of get rich quick type of thing. Now, it doesn't exist, you guys. It doesn't exist. Oh, here, right here. This is where I was able to take some profit up here. But then I went in back here thinking it was going to go further, but it just come crashing down. So right now my average is higher than it is today, which I still hold until this day, you guys. Like I haven't do anything much to it. And so I'm just waiting on the mass adoption and all that stuff. And my belief is always long term, So, yeah. If people are oblivion to the technology, obviously they're not going to be able to use it. So it's a matter of time before people going to catch on to this type of development that none of the developers out here for loop ring has stopped developing. They are honing on their platform in order to onboard more and more people onto the network. Okay, so whoever could see like NFT and all that stuff, so to make it cheaper, faster, and more secure type thing. Yeah, it's coming, you guys, coming. See, look, you could trade Trump coin over here. I used to have Trump coin too, so I'm down quite a bit. But I think I sold at a loss, you guys. I was like, this is stupid, but it's okay. I told somebody to get in at what, $44. Regretting it. It's okay. I was like, just hold. It's okay. But I do feel, if Trump become more popular, which I feel like, his voter is very happy with his what he's been doing right now, exposing all those, money. I would say waste and abuse for the politician who, lining their pockets and all that stuff. So my speculation on Trump coin is that it's going to go up. But again, that could take another year or so. Altcoin season is for sure. Well, I have to be careful saying for sure because I don't know. But I really think that this administration has been, trying their best to do more than enough. Do more than any other administration. Even when he was the president the first time, he didn't even give it a thought. So perhaps he has a change point of view in which that this space will open up a lot more business opportunity to come in back to the US. And so, there's a lot of leaders out there, which is this XRP, that are building, layering their network to try to get more and more awareness on the crypto chain that are actually doing the work. Okay. All of the meme coins out there are just a distraction. There's a reason why the SEC go after XRP. That's also like a clue to me that XRP is important. You screw up with the hood? Okay. I don't know. Again, like I don't pay half attention to a lot of coins out there. It's way too oversaturated, you guys, overhyped, and don't even pay attention to that. Think of it as a long-term effect here. Again, 10 more years right now from here today, I'm willing to say that XRP is going to be a lot more valuable than it is today. The same thing with GME. 10 more years, GME is going to be a lot more valuable than it is today. I guarantee you, 10 more years, you're going to be wishing that you buy Gamestop at $24 a share. In my opinion, anything under 50, it's fair game to me. I stand strongly behind that. And so, short-term price action, don't care one bit, right? So, okay. Now, the hope is also I think JD Vance is a good vice president. So if Trump is succeeding in, increasing in his popularity in the poll, because, people seems to be happy with what he's doing right now. Of course, the other side who didn't vote for him can feel like, oh, it's just chaotic. But the people that are actually, look into the action of a man rather than what you're being told that he's been doing, is going to realize pretty quickly that every action that he did is for the good of the country in his point of view. Okay, so every president does this. So I think also too, the second time around, I just feel like he's a change person, just a little bit here, to kind of take both sides' point of view over here. That, more for working class, it's seemingly, right? Eliminating income tax, that would be big. Even saying anything that is created in the US, that's XRP right there, was based on the US. And XRP was trying to fight for regulation to be in the US for a long time. You guys, I don't know if you guys was here when XRP was trying to get the SEC to regulate the space. And they were going to the SEC before they even make Ripple Lab, to say, hey, what is the rule? Can we go public with this and all that stuff? So, and they were never given a clear, concise rule. So, developers out there in this space was forced to kind of like risk everything to develop in this space. Because again, that could be, rewarding, because if you develop in the dark, not many people will catch on to it, right? But it could be like 10, 15 more years before people would be like, oh, this is actually useful. And then that's when you see all this stupid price action. Bitcoin the same way, right? Every single 4 years, every media outlet out there before this happening, before Trump, right, would tell you, oh, Bitcoin's crashing from $100,000 to $700. Oh, it could crash even further, $15,000. I don't think it's ever going to crash to that. But again, what do you think happens if Bitcoin crashed down to $15,000 again? The whole world would buy it, right? Or at least the billionaire class out there would just buy everything. And so, usually retail would be missing out because we feel so antsy in the short term because we've never seen that type of money in our lives. While, the billionaires out there, the millionaire out there, they have the ability to wait for those to play out the best way possible. I mean, again, it's unfair. I get it, because they have more money to survive 10 years on end without needing that money. And so, but that doesn't mean that you cannot do that, okay? You could still do that in your small scale, whatever you have. The income that you have, even just $10 a day, like Morantz is doing with GME, could really amount to something, right? For the next 4 years, for the last 4 years, he was able to accumulate, a set amount of shares. And again, that's the best way to do it, you guys. And so the same way with XRP, XLM, bonk, or whatever. You don't have to go all in to experience that, growth. I mean, imagine people who buy Bitcoin at $100. Do you think that they imagine that Bitcoin's going to be $100,000 today? No way. No way. Nobody expected. Okay, so all right, you guys. I think I've been babbling long enough. Okay. We are running in March earnings. Yes, yes.